Racing to the Finish, My Story. And it's interesting you say finish because, as you just said, you feel like you've got a new start going on right now. Is life ahead of you? You're working with NBC. You're doing a great job as a broadcaster right now. And as you mentioned, you've got a 6-month-old daughter, Isla, with your wife, Amy. If you have a son, or if you would like Isla to race, would you be up for letting your kids get in a car?
Absolutely. I would never discourage anybody from racing, playing sports, whatever. That's not the message. The message is to make when you are hurt, to make the better decision.
You think you didn't make the right decision?
I did not make the right decisions. Absolutely not. No, when I got hurt in 2012 initially and got help and saw Mickey, the next time I got hurt, months down the road, 6 months or whenever, I should have went right back to him. And I tried to manage it myself and keep it to myself. And I did that for 3 or 4 years until it caught up with me and I couldn't hide it no longer. So if you get a nasty hit or a nasty fall and you have these symptoms, go to the doctor, get in front of a neurosurgeon to get ahead of this issue, or just you do not want to risk managing this yourself, getting another injury in a short period of time, and dealing with these symptoms down the road that you don't have to deal with. You don't have to live with these these annoying little right under the surface problems that are going to be there. And so I don't feel like that I handled that the right way. I didn't tell that story when it was happening live, and I retired prematurely. I know that. I feel that. And I feel like my fans know that. And they're like, what's going on? Why are you quitting? You're young, in terms of drivers, I feel young. I feel great. And I know my fans had a ton of questions as to why are you retiring? Why? This makes no sense. Well, this book spells everything out for them. And the ones that have read it, that I've heard from,
they're like,
I get it. This man, I did not know this was all happening. And I didn't want to tell that story while I was racing. After I came back from the injury in 2016, I ran one more season in 2017. And that was sort of my, hey, this is my last year, guys. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy it. I didn't want to tell the story and be talking about concussions that entire final year. I wanted to just love what I was doing and get it all out of my system and enjoy those last several laps.
Well, you're making the most of your platform, obviously, of your post, racing career, doing your broadcasting again with NBC, and then writing a book like this, which must not have been easy for you to do.
It wasn't fun to go back and relive a lot of that stuff. I was ashamed of some of the things that I was going to be telling people, ashamed of the mistakes I made. My wife didn't even know about these notes for a long time.
About in your phone you're talking about? Okay.
Like I hid it from everyone. And my wife, she knew something wasn't quite right at certain points. She was always, kind of, like, is there something you need to tell me after each of these accidents? Are you being totally truthful? Because she would come to me and say, you okay? Is your head okay? And I would always go, yeah, I think I'm fine, and, brush it off. So that it was tough to reveal the truth, but I think you have to tell the whole story to have any credibility to the story, and for the story to reach people, it has to be the whole story. So, and I felt like my fans deserve that truth.
Man, you are authentic as they get, man. I'm serious. This is, because when you hear somebody retires earlier than would be expected, you think that might have been a struggle. Sounds like that this was an easy decision for you to do. It
was an easy decision for me because I didn't want to go through it anymore. Sure. Plus, with the broadcasting opportunity, it's been so seamless for me. Had I not had that, I think I would probably be missing it terribly. But the broadcasting gives me a great opportunity to be involved in the sport. I'm at the track. I'm talking racing. I'm a huge fan. I was a fan first before I became a driver, so I just can go back to doing that. And when I watch those guys race, they're elite athletes doing something very hard, very challenging. I respect the struggle of racing a car for 3.5 hours when it's 140, 150 degrees inside the car. I don't want anything to do with that anymore.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.